In the tragic tale of Thebes, one cannot help but wonder who truly betrayed the city. The answer may seem obvious at first, with the infamous brothers, Eteocles and Polyneices, engaging in a deadly clash for the throne. However, a closer examination reveals a more complex web of betrayal, one that goes beyond mere sibling rivalry and extends to the very heart of the city-state. At the center of this betrayal is Creon, the authoritative figure who consistently reinforces the notion of loyalty and duty to Thebes. He adamantly asserts that the city-state is the most important community unit and is due the greatest loyalty. In fact, his very name means ruler, signifying his role as the custodian of the city. Yet, as the events of the story unfold, it becomes evident that Creon himself is guilty of betraying Thebes in his own way. Creon's initial condemnation of Polyneices as a traitor to Thebes sets the stage for the tragic events that follow. He firmly believes that Polyneices' actions, in seeking to overthrow his own city, make him unworthy of a proper burial and dishonor the city itself. Creon's rigid adherence to these beliefs ultimately leads to a series of devastating consequences, as he refuses to heed the warnings and pleas of those around him. In his pursuit to maintain order and loyalty within Thebes, Creon becomes blinded by his own pride and arrogance. He is so fixated on upholding the city's honor and authority that he fails to see the human cost of his decisions. This blindness ultimately leads to his downfall, as his stubbornness and refusal to listen to reason result in a tragic loss of life and the unraveling of the very city he sought to protect. Furthermore, Creon's betrayal extends beyond his actions towards Polyneices. His treatment of Antigone, the niece who defies his edict and attempts to honor her brother, reveals a deeper betrayal of familial loyalty and the bonds that hold a society together. Creon's harsh punishment of Antigone, despite her noble intentions, further underscores his betrayal of Thebes' core values of compassion and justice. It is through Creon's misguided sense of duty and loyalty that Thebes ultimately collapses from within. His betrayal of the very principles he claims to defend leads to a tragic chain of events that leaves the city in ruins and its people in despair. In the end, Creon's betrayal of Thebes is not just an act of condemning a traitor, but a failure to protect and uphold the very ideals that define the city. In conclusion, the question of who betrayed Thebes is not simply a matter of pointing fingers at the warring brothers or the tragic heroine. It is a nuanced exploration of the ways in which individuals in positions of power can betray the very communities they seek to protect. Creon's rigid adherence to his beliefs, his blindness to the human cost of his actions, and his betrayal of familial loyalty ultimately contribute to the downfall of Thebes. As we reflect on this tragic tale, let us not forget the cautionary lesson it imparts, that true loyalty and duty to a city-state must be accompanied by compassion, justice, and a willingness to listen to the voices of those we seek to govern.